Thank you, Nicole. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love how thank you. Mwah. I love how this universe works because you were presencing feelings and presencing so much about what's going on in our inner experience. And the integrity skill that we're going to be looking at this morning is emotional literacy. And it so relates to what you were up to. So I just love that. I love that loop of awareness, that beautiful connection that our community has, how that runs a thread and weaves, and just beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the card for today. So for this next portion of our call, what we do is we look at an integrity skill from the integrity deck. So is that up there for everyone to see? Great. And so what we're doing is looking at the integrity skills in all of the 4 pillars that we can see how we can weave with these concepts, and how do they show up in our lives, and how can we bring them more into our life so that we can experience the what I notice is when I am in integrity, I am experiencing aliveness. And so today's card, I'm going to just go ahead and read it and just let yourself hear the words and see what comes up for you. So I explore the meaning of my inner experiences with curiosity and interest. I explore the meaning of my inner experiences with curiosity and interest. And the next part is the question: how can I explore the meaning of my inner experiences with curiosity and interest? And so what I know for myself is, if I want to turn my attention towards my inner experience, the best way that I can do that is using the presencing skills that are part of our Restoring Resourcefulness program. So I'm going to walk everyone through the 3 steps of presencing. So we were doing this, actually, Nicole, you were doing this during the first half of this call. So the first step of presencing is to turn fully towards. And so in this case, we're going to turn fully towards our insides. And notice how you do that when I say that. Does that invite you to close your eyes? Do you do that through your eyes open? Just notice how that works for you. So we're going to turn fully towards, and then we're going to open up our posture. So what I notice is when I have anything crossed, I notice that I experience that as a block of my flow. And so I notice that I've built a habit of uncrossing my arms and my legs anytime that I'm actually making a commitment or I'm making a statement about something. I have to open up, and I love that. That's part of I notice that has become choiceless for me. That's a practice that I've done over and over. So we're turning fully towards, we're opening up our posture, and then, like we were doing in the first half of this call, we're breathing easily. So those are the 3 steps of presencing. So notice now, as you do that, turn fully towards, open up your posture, and take some nice, easy breaths. And then getting curious, what I love most is to play with the sound. And so now drop in a and since everybody's on mute, you can go ahead and do that out loud and find a that feels really delightful in your body. And so I feel myself opening up. I feel flow opening when I begin to engage the part of my brain that connects with wonder. So I turn from my critical brain into this Ooh, the spaciousness of curiosity. And the next step on this is the simple turning towards, well, simple move, but it's not always easy, of moving towards what is actually happening inside of my body. So what sensations are going on and what feelings might I have going on? So just take a moment right now, and as you begin to notice what's happening inside of you. Do a body scan. Noticing sensations. And then ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Am I willing to allow myself simply to feel? Am I willing to befriend whatever inner experience is happening right now? The act of turning towards my feelings with curiosity is an act of befriending rather than trying to escape, turn away, distract myself. Turning inside. And with an openness to discovery, allowing myself to simply presence what's going on inside. So go ahead and just move in any way that feels good right now. Letting yourself be with whatever is happening inside. Notice your breath. And now for a moment, just to get that contrast of what it is that often we do with feelings, let yourself start to figure it out. So get your figure it out brain going and figure out what's going on. Why do I have this lump in my throat? Or why am I feeling sad? Why am I angry? Get that feeling going and notice what that does in your body when you begin to engage the figure it out brain, critical brain. And then go ahead and wiggle that off. Maybe ooze a little. Give yourself some love scoops. And let's go back to exploring our inner experiences with curiosity and interest. Welcoming feelings. Welcoming what is. Notice what that feels like. To welcome. To be with. It reminds me of Katie's definition of what love is. And how I remember it is being in the same space as. And I especially love this concept when I think about self-love, because I know that I will have critical thoughts coming up. I'll have thoughts of not getting it exactly right, my perfectionist persona that loves to run the show. And what I notice is that I find it easier to think of it as simply being with all of that, rather than thinking that love means that I have these beautiful feelings of of romantic feelings of love for my critic. It's, I welcome you. You are welcome. And that feels really different for me. It feels like something that I'm in integrity with, that feels real to me, rather than I'm trying to convince myself of something. So I noticed that that definition of love really nourishes me. All right, so as we're coming in for a landing from both of these experiences, I want to thank each of you for bringing yourselves here this morning, for rolling with us, with Katie not being able to be here. And if you came in late and you didn't see my note in the chat, Katie's fine. She had construction going on outside of her house that has been going on for a while. And today it decided to be really, really loud and disruptive. So we decided that this, whoops, I forgot to not share my screen. I just realized there's a little bit of nervousness came through there. So yeah, so I appreciate all of you for being here, being willing to move through this experience with us. And Nicole, so appreciate you for stepping in at the last minute. Really appreciating your skills. And I always find your presence to be so nourishing for me. So I'm making up the story that you were nourishing for others as well. Yeah, so I wanted to let everyone know if you're interested in the integrity deck, if you don't have one, or the 4 pillars, you want to learn more about integrity, if you go on the foundation site and put in the search into 4 pillars of integrity skills, you'll get plenty of resources. There's a lot of really beautiful videos on there that talk about all of the skills. So thank you everyone for being with us. If you want to hang around afterwards and have a conversation, I keep the call going for that. But I want to let everybody else go. So please unmute yourselves, say goodbye so we can hear everybody's voices. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michelle. Bye.
Thank you, Michelle.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Teresa. Hi, Teresa.